Um, this video is going to be about being yourself. Um, I have struggled with actually being able to understand myself and to see who I am for what I am. I there's no lie about it. I have struggled with it quite a bit. Any person that has had a heart-to-heart conversation with me knows that I struggle with being myself. But one thing that I have kind of came to realize is that I there's nothing I'm going to ever do that's going to change that. At the end of the day, I'm still going to be me. At the end of my life, what am I going to have to look back on? Oh man, I should have done this differently. I should have done that differently. No. It's not worth, pondering about that stuff. You shouldn't worry about, you know, the future. Live for now. And I mean, I understand some people will say differently, and that's okay. I mean, I can understand. I do both. I live for now, and I live for the future. I like to think about the future. I do, because it makes me think about the amazing things I could have, and it makes me happy. It really does. But I've also learned to enjoy the moment. Um, never ever ever, no matter how upset you might get, no matter how sad you might feel about something, um, never 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 take advantage of the moment. Um, never never you know never wish you had someone else. Never wish you had more or less. Be happy with what you have. Um, because there are some people that don't have anything. There are some people that can't have what you have, and they never will have what you have. That's why I'm sitting here and I'm telling you guys that, you know, to be happy. Be happy with what you have. Be happy with what you got. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I've struggled with being myself for a while, for a long time. But like I said again, I'm I'm slowly but surely learning how to love myself, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I really am. I used to like spend every second of my life just nitpicking everything. I used to spend every second of my life overthinking everything and judging everyone, judging everything. I can't do that. I can't judge everyone or everything because, karma's real and eventually it's going to catch up to me. I need to learn to love life, not, you know, de-appreciate it, if that makes much sense. I need to learn to be happy with, the cards I got dealt and leave it at that. There's only so much that, you can do in your life. I understand I'm only 15. I understand. But if I've learned one thing in my 15 years of living from my dad, my mom, my grandparents, it's that life is beyond short to sit there and judge yourself and judge others as well. Life is far too short to do that. You will not gain any ounce of, you know, of wisdom from just, bullying someone or making fun of someone. You will never ever gain anything from that. You'll never gain anything from, avoiding that person or avoiding, this person. You'll never gain anything from it. You need to learn to not only love yourself, but love others. I'm happy that I get to experience, you know, what is called change. Um, because I know not a ton of people will ever get to experience change this early in their lives, or not ever get to see the value that change can have in your life. You, like I've said for the entirety of this video, I have been very unhappy for a very, very, very long time with myself. But I I can't. I can't. I can't be just depressed with myself all the time. I can't. I'm gonna end myself. I'm gonna end up in a hole, in a deep, deep, deep bottomless hole. I've already dug myself one more than any human could get without any tools. I've dug myself a hole that it's gonna take some time to get out of, but deep down, I know that as long as I never give up on the fact that I want to get out of this hole. I want to better myself. I want to change for what I know is good. Then I I'm right where I need to be. Not all who wander are lost. Some of us are exactly where we need to be. Some of us, we shouldn't search for, love in other places. Some of us should be happy right where we are at. There is nothing that you can do that will change how or where your life ends up. And another thing is you will never be able to change the past. You will never be able to change what that one person did to you. You will never ever be able to forgive someone fully. But one thing that I always think about is the fact that although, you know, you might never be able to forgive this person, you can always try to make new memories. There's no point in dwelling on the past. It's only going to get you hurt. And that is also the truth. There is no point on dwelling on the past. You will only get yourself hurt. I have learned that from my years of living that I can't, sit here and just, beg for change if I don't ever initiate it. I need to be the one that, takes authority. This is my life. This is my journey. This is my choice, and I want to better myself. I want to do what I make myself what I'm proud of. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if one of these videos I post, there's some dude that's like, oh, bro, you suck. Just give up. Just suck. You suck, man. I don't think anybody will do that. But still, the internet it can be a very, very, very bad place. But, like, I'm not going to let that deter me or, make me sad. You're going to have your own opinions. Whoever is watching this video is going to have your own opinions. A lot of you guys aren't even going to sit through the entirety of this video, and that's okay. But, like, from the bottom of my heart to, the absolute fiber and skin of my body, thank you. Thank you all for watching. Um, Thank you all for, being here. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. I appreciate you all. I don't know any of you guys, probably not. But still, remember that you are worth it. You deserve love. You are cared about. And you matter. Just always remember that. There's as long as you're alive, there's a point. No matter how, rainy it might get, as long as you're alive, there's a point. You'll find that point eventually. Thank you all for watching. I love every single one of you guys so much. And until I upload again. Goodbye, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.